Welcome, reality programmers. My name is Anne, and today we're talking about the magic of one or 11. November 11 is coming up next week, 11/11. So, one is a very powerful geometry, it is a sacred geometry. Sacred geometry and magic is the use of numbers, letters, shapes, words, spells, sounds, frequencies. Magic is very real, and the AI agenda use sacred geometry against us. They corrupt these geometries in their dark magic. And many of us have dark expressions. Well, all of us probably have dark expressions. And so this is a good opportunity for you to bring more light into your light body, into the being of light that you are, by healing some dark expressions that are no doubt abusing magic and sacred geometry. And this is our power. With awareness and our intent, we can reclaim and restore sacred geometry. Can you imagine how our world would be if sacred geometry was indeed sacred and not corrupted? World War I was 1914 to 1918. That had the Gallipoli campaign. It was so tragic. Just young men jumping out of muddy trenches into enemy gunfire. It was like a suicide mission. Thanks to Winston Churchill's order to send men to their deaths. He was obviously following an AI agenda, as most of our leaders do. The official end of World War I was the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, 11/11/11, in 1918. So I wonder who decided to officially end war with all of those magical numbers, the magic of one. So let's look at the number one. In ancient Greek philosophy, the one is the ultimate reality and source of all existence, regarded as God's number and the basis for all numbers. Other philosophers believed that one is not a number, but the source of a number. So the number one, the glyph, traces its roots back to the Brahmic script of ancient India, where it was a simple vertical line. In Japanese, the one is a simple horizontal line. And both of these are infinite lines. The glyph used today is a vertical line, often with a serif at the top and a short horizontal line at the base. So it's no longer an infinite line. And in our history, the J can also be used interchangeably with the number one. And if you've been following me for a few years, you'll know about the J hooks. These are the corruption of the geometry of J that can be created by dark magicians to hook something onto you. They're really annoying. So I guess these J hooks can also be corrupted ones. My awareness of the corruption of the number one happened in back in April 2023. It was around April 25th, which is Anzac Day in Australia and New Zealand. Anzac Day is a national day of remembrance in Australia and New Zealand that commemorates war veterans. And it originally was to honor those who served in the Gallipoli campaign of World War I. So it's also known as Red Poppy Day. And since the early 1900s, many countries use the poppy to commemorate war veterans. So in early April, I felt the heavy energies. And as I tuned into what it might be, I felt a very heavy energy on my sternum, on my heart space. And I saw the number one branded onto my sternum, but it was crooked. So I tried to get it off. I tried all my tricks to remove these dimensional restraints and impediments. Nothing worked. I couldn't get it off for the life of me. It was really annoying. And my heart space was feeling very sluggish and quite dull. So then I tracked who put it there. Of course, a bunch of dark magicians. So I tracked them down, gave them a big hug. Wasn't easy. But I finally managed to heal a few of them. And then, as usual, once you heal an entity, they spill their guts. They tell you a lot of good information about the dark magic that they created. So together we healed this corruption of the one as the dark magicians were healing. They also told me that the number one is a part of our coding and programming of our holographic light, including in our DNA, our base codes of reality. There's a lot of other coding that incorporates the number one. And of course, this was corrupted. And it was corrupted to distort our unity, not only with each other, but with our greater I am, with our spirit tree, with ourselves. It was almost like to not exist as the singularity of the one original source light, or align with my original source light code. It was this very disunity, a feeling of disunity. And after this awareness and the intent to heal, I felt a really big shift and lightening of my energies. So it felt really, really good to be aware of this and to heal it and to restore the unity and the oneness. And if this wasn't bad enough, the geometry of one is also abused in portals. 1 plus 1, 11, 1, 1 can be a component of a portal, you know, the two pillars or posts of a doorway. Many groups use this symbology. Some of these portals might be good and some might be bad or usurped. And if you're interested to do a deep dive in 11 and 1 plus 1 and the magic of 1, I can highly recommend What the Flock TV YouTube channel. Portals not only require, you know, a geometry, a structure, but they also require DNA. Only life is interdimensional. A mere machine is not. So all portals, stargates require some kind of DNA, some life. And the AI agenda steals our DNA, the DNA from our many expressions, not all human, to create portals and stargates. There are quite a few DNA lineages which have super time abilities that are abused in stargates and portals. The Shisa are our timeline guardians. The crocodiles are time record keepers. The cosmic turtles are our zodiac, you know, the cosmic clock. The whales and elephants sing into our ley lines, into the earth grid. And all grids are a major component to our matrix. The unicorns have super portaling and time space abilities. Their genetics are abused a lot in CERN type devices. Water is another DNA lineage that is abused in portals and stargates. Water, of course, is a very, very powerful DNA lineage. And I'm sure many of you have water gods and goddesses, divinity path beings in your spirit tree. So the AI agenda usurps and abuses a lot of DNA lineage energies and sacred geometries. 9/11 in New York, the Twin Towers, and 3/11, which was Fukushima, two very obvious events which did abuse the one. I've done my bit in healing parts of these events, and please watch my Shisa video and Our Light video to participate in this healing for our realm and most likely your spirit tree too. They were very entangling events. So it's not too late to participate. All time is one. If you have the time, please participate in those healings as well. The 11th of November, 11/11, is known as Remembrance Day in many countries. It is commemorated by many with the red poppy. Poppies have long been used as a symbol of sleep, peace, and death. Sleep because the opium extracted from them is a sedative. In Greek and Roman mythology, poppies were often used as offerings to the dead. Poppies are used as emblems on tombstones to symbolize eternal sleep. We are eternal, but we certainly do not sleep eternally. So this sounds like some dark magic time looping to me. So the poppy magic that commemorates war veterans is a sleeping energy. It's used to anchor the sleep energy. I believe it has a really good beneficial energy for a rejuvenating or healing sleep, but it can also be abused to create the sleeping of an avatar like us to remain unawakened. I think we're more asleep than we should be. And I believe if we heal the abuse of the poppy sleeping energy, we might initiate more of an awakening. And as we become aware of this dark magic, we can actually retrieve or track down and retrieve our expressions that are in a slumber under the dark spell of the poppy. Most battles I find are time looped. I've broken time loops for Gallipoli, 9/11, Fukushima, and many other battle sites. So 11/11, November 11, is a great chance for you to take advantage of these energies and reclaim and heal your expressions that participated in war. And of course, if you are taking advantage of the 11/11 of the 11th of November, you better make sure that you are in true divine time. Please see my Shisa video for that and the protocol for that. And also the cosmic turtles. They are our zodiac, our cosmic clock. And there is also the corruption of the 0 point, which we use a lot of the time in our dimensional trench work. And I do have a protocol to reclaim and heal the corruption of the 0. And this is our power. This is our magic. November 11 may be bound by dark magics, but once we have an awareness and the intent to remedy, resolve, undo the dark magic, take our bad expressions out of the game, undo what they did, and heal our expressions that are under the spell of this abusive geometry. This is how we level up. This is how we bring more light into our spirit tree. I try my best not to entangle with war energy, but the energies that hit me back in April, just before Veterans Day, Anzac Day of Australia and New Zealand, it was a pretty heavy energy. Luckily, Gifford, my friend, she does some light language. She has a YouTube channel. Gifford called me up, and we just had this massive urge to make a video about Anzac Day, about the poppies. So with this sense of urgency, we made a video. Please watch it. The Great Awakening and Poppy Magic video. Gallipoli, or the Dardanelles in present-day Turkey, is an area that has been in conflict since linear time began. It is a place entangled across time space. It's even linked to the Hairball timeline of New York's 9/11. It was anchoring war and sleep energy. And by sleep, I mean the sheeple energy, the people who are asleep. Their consciousness is hijacked. They follow the mass media, the agenda for war, conflict, doom and gloom. And worse yet, I found a lot of trapped souls in space time, thousands of lost souls. Most people will have expressions who died there. They were kind of trapped in a time looped slumber. So most of us will have expressions linked to the Dardanelles. This area saw battles from ancient Rome, the Ottoman Empire, Europe. Almost every century has seen a battle there. It's like a blood ritual to keep these souls asleep and lost and in trauma. These souls were anchoring a lot of sleep energy in our collective. So this is a really great healing and a mass awakening for our collective. So April 25th, which is Veterans Day in Australia, and November 11/11, Remembrance Day. These are great energetic opportunities to participate in the awakening energy, the healing of the poppy energy, the healing of your expressions that are linked to this battle trauma and are asleep. I have some protocols to help you heal this trauma and awaken this piece part of you. In my video with Jo Gifford, she offers some light language. I'll put in some timestamps in the videos so that you can find the light language easily, or you can skip it, whichever resonates with you. But I really believe this is a great opportunity for a mass awakening, to contribute to the mass awakening of humanity. This is our magic. When I connected with the Dardanelles, it was a god-awful energy. It was a lot of trauma there. There were so many battles across time space there. Most of them were time looped. I got that out and released so many souls that were stuck there. So they're now free, and they do require healing. And if it's one of your expressions, you will be required to heal it. They generally surface on the 11/11 on this day. Energy is energy and always has to go somewhere. So I send all energies to their soul family for healing, which might be you. I've posted a protocol to restore poppy magic and reclaim poppy magic energy. And I've also posted another protocol for the magic of 1 and 11. So if you would like to participate in healing yourself and our realm, please look for those protocols on my social media and my YouTube community tab. And please click the like button. The internet is sentient. It is alive. And when you click the like button, you're telling the AI your intent and showing your awareness. Clicking the like button on a protocol can also connect you with that protocol across time space, so that when I make an update or an edit for that protocol, your higher self is already aware of that. Clicking the like button connects you energetically to that protocol, so you can activate it easier and quicker. This is our magic. So please enjoy November 11, Veterans Day. Keep moving, breathing, do what you love as best you can. Thank you for participating, and I hope this has made you feel lighter and less entangled. Thanks for watching.